Hey you, it's been a while, I know, but welcome back to another tech cool video. Okay, on this video, we're going to determine who is the best budget webcam for 2020. And of course, that battle will only be between these three webcams. Now, before you hate me on the comments, you will say that, wait, C270 is not even a 1080p webcam. Well, that is because these three webcams are on the same price range. And the reason why I didn't include the GW600, which is the 720p version of the Redragon, is because it is kind of falling around on the, $20 range, while these three is around $30 to $35. So now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to press the thumbs up button and make sure to click the subscribe. Oh wait, there's actually a button that you still need to click, which is the notification bell, so you'll be notified on all the videos that I'll be doing. I usually do tech reviews, mic, webcams, cameras soon someday, and some travel videos in the future after this pandemic is over. So without further ado, I'll be doing the comparison of these three in case you are still not decided on which webcam to buy if you're just starting out in content creation like YouTube or game streaming or other stuff where you use your webcam as the main camera. So let's proceed to my workstation and test out these three. Oh, also, before I forget, if you want to know the in-depth look on these three, you can check each and every one review that I did on the link in the description down below. Okay guys, welcome back to my workstation. So before we proceed to the comparison video, I'm going to show on the screen a quick specifications or a quick look on the specifications of the three webcams. You can just pause the video if you want to read them. Okay, let's now proceed and see the three webcams in action. Hi guys. So before I switch between the three webcams, I just want to point out that the light source that I will be using will be the same light source that I've been using ever since. Okay, so what you are looking right now is the out-of-the-box settings from the Fantech Luminous C30. So this is the quality that you'll be having. Now let's jump to the Logitech C270. Okay, so this is the Logitech C270 out of the box settings. I haven't tinkered anything, so this is what you are getting. Okay, now let's jump to Redragon GW800. Okay, so this is the Redragon GW800. So now let's jump to the side-by-side comparison between the three cameras. I'm very sorry, I don't know where I'm supposed to look because there's three cameras in front of me. Okay, so this is the side-by-side comparison between the three. So I'm going to give you guys time to check and see for yourself on what you'll be getting out of these three cameras. Okay, so now we'll proceed on reducing the lights that we have and see how the three cameras will fare or function. Okay, so right now we have three light source, or I mean four. The front monitor, the right monitor, and the ring light on the far right, and the room light. Okay, so we're going to be reducing the room light. Okay, now that the room light is off, you will notice that there's a slight improvement and slight error. I just gonna call it error in the cameras. Okay, so you'll notice that the C270 became a little bit clearer and cleaner, while the Luminous C30 is that I'm overexposed, while the Redragon GW 800 is still a little bit better aside from the noise that we have. So there. Okay, now we'll be reducing or removing the right monitor first. So here. Okay, so that didn't change a lot. It's because the right monitor that I have only produces a minimal amount of light. So our major light source right now is the ring light that I have on the far right side and the monitor in front of me. Okay, so this is the quality that you are going to get. Okay, now let's try turning off the ring light just because. But in reality, this is the light source or the only light source that you'll be having. So, you know, just for the memes or just because, so you'll know the quality if you only have the front monitor as the main light source. I'm really having a hard time looking at the three cameras. Okay, so now that the ring light is off, I would say that the overexposure or the over brightness or over highlight of the Luminous C30 kind of gives you an edge, because out of the three, the Luminous C30 is the only webcam that still makes me visible. But of course, what you're seeing is kinda, you know, trash in every possible way. Okay, now let's proceed and turning on the ring light again. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so basically that's the comparison. I mean, that's the end, the comparison video. But I'm going to show you just for a little bit on how I will be tinkering it and make the best out of this camera when I tinker on the settings. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Okay, let's first proceed with the Fantech. Let's tinker it a little bit, or I mean configure. Okay, so as I said that the brightness and exposure is way blown out, so I'll begin by reducing that. Okay, so I reduce it to almost 0. So you will notice that it is much better. So that's the only thing that I'm going to tinker, because for me that's the only thing that matters right now. Okay, so next would be the Logitech C270. Advanced settings. The white balance is currently in auto. So for the what I'm going to tinker here is the contrast. There we go, and the exposure level to darken it a little bit, and the gain. And okay, so yeah, the C270 is a little bit darker, but the highlights is completely decent now, and I'm not overexposed. Okay, so last but not the least will be the Redragon. The first thing that I will configure on this one will be the sharpness. So this is what I'm talking about. So I'm reducing the sharpness right now. So you notice that there's now less of a noise. But if I'm going to be honest, I think the Fantech C30 has much cleaner image out of the three. Yeah. And now that I was able to fix the highlights and the exposure, the color is not that bad. Look. Yeah. So that's it. The settings will be based on how you set it up on, or based on your preference. So I'm going to leave that to you, but this is the basic correction that you can do to these webcams. And also just to point out that the one thing that I find really annoying between the Redragon and the Luminous, since they're just new in the gaming webcam, is that they don't have a specific driver. So you need to rely on the video capturing software, and make sure to stay away from the Microsoft, because that driver or that software is really trash. It's not gonna give you the best result. So yeah, so for that, stick with the OBS. And of course, as I said, you might be using this mainly for streaming. So the settings will be there. It's just that if they have a much dedicated driver, the settings will be much, you know, advanced, and you can tinker it more. And also, just to point out that the Redragon and the Fantech settings might reset every time you're going to close the OBS. I haven't figured out how to make the settings applied permanently, but just to make sure that you keep that in mind. Because for the Redragon, as I've tried it a lot of times, every time you close the OBS, the settings reset to the default one. So for Fantech, I haven't tested it so much because I haven't been streaming a lot. But yeah, I might. So someday.
Now, what do you guys think?
who is the winner for the best budget webcam for 2020? Well, for me, as always, I'll let you guys decide on that because each and every one of us has different types of preferences and each of these cameras has pros and cons, which you already see on the previous clip that I did. Now, if you want more videos like this, make sure that you stay tuned to this channel because 2021 is gonna be big because I'm hoping that the pandemic will end and there will be a lot more diverse content on this channel. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, once again, I'm trying to make sure that you press the thumbs up button and you subscribe to this channel. Now, once again, this is me, Guyver, signing out. Peace